Hello YouTube, this is Tarth and this is X4 Foundations. So I was out scanning for anomalies with my ship in the long range scanner, and I came across this anomaly called a Data Vault. So I decided to investigate. It was didn't really have anything visible on it that the ship scanner could do, so I thought I'd go EVA and just take a look. As I was looking around, I found these panels here, one in my cursor at the moment and another one underneath that flap there, and they were initially red, saying that there was a pressure leak detected. So I thought, well, you know, why not, we'll just see what happens. And I pulled out my repair laser, and lo and behold, it turned green, and that seemed to be a good sign. So since there's others around the station or the satellite, I figured I'd take a look at them and see what happens with the repair laser on all of them. So I'll just do that while you guys watch. And it's gone and said status OK. So I presume, and the panels here are also rotating, which is a good sign. So I presume all you got to do is just go around the satellite and hit all of the panels with the repair laser and see if any goodies pop out. So looks like that side's done, so we'll go do the other end of the satellite. And this panel here, I did fly around a little bit before making this vid, and this panel was closed before when I flew by, so it seems we're on the right track. So we'll hit this one as well, and this panel just opened. That's good. Right, let's see what we've got here. Okay, so we've got items to pick up, which is good. And new items. That's good. Credits for a pickup, which is nice. Now, there is one other thing that I should mention. I did pre-record this video going around the station before, but I realized that my OBS software wasn't picking up the in-game audio. It was only doing my microphone and the video catcher. So just on this little spike here, before when I went through, there was actually one of those blinking red lights that you would normally go and fly to if you ship on a station and get blueprints or something. What it gave us was a log for our timeline, which I will show you shortly once I've collected the last bits. What I did was I actually had a quick save of the satellite before making this video, and just after I'd done the first video, looked back, realised that it didn't have any in-game audio. I decided to reload the quick save and have the audio in it as well. But evidently it's remembered that I had audio and covered that red orb, which is probably why it's not there now. But what happened when I did collect the log for it is an NPC started talking in the background, and it was actually related to a Player HQ NPC. So in my original video, I just said ignore the fella talking in the background because he's talking about Player HQ stuff, which would be spoilery. He obviously doesn't talk since I've already collected the item in the previous playthrough, so that bit's redundant. But in the first video with no in-game audio, me telling you to ignore the fella in the background doesn't make much sense. But yeah, so the items are still here after a quick load. It looks like you just get the key part of the Data Vault is unique to the playthrough, regardless of which save you're on. So I guess that might be just it's lore related. I'll let you know that bit, but it looks like you just have to get them on any old playthrough, and once you've got all the lore related history logs, that gives them all to you. So what we'll do is we'll fly back to my ship now that we've got all the items from the data cache or Data Vault, and once we're docked with my ship, I will play the item that the Data Vault gave us, which was the law related item. And it's got some in-game voiceover for it. And almost there. I did try to get the ship as close to it as possible so I didn't have to deviate all the way back, but it seems to have moved a little bit.
Docking granted.
Right. And there's my crew member deciding to EVA without a spacesuit, which lady are a badass like that. Clearly a little bug, but it's not exactly game breaking. Just, you know, one of the things to be expected in the next game. Alright, so now we're on the ship, so we don't have the thruster sounds in the background. We'll play the log that I was telling you about. So we go into hit the enter key, and bring up the menu, go to the encyclopedia, and timeline. And it was in here. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. I will splice together. It has the text along this bit here where I'm waving the mouse, but it wasn't evidently there. What I will do is I'm just going to go and fly back to where it was and just see if it's just a graphical glitch and if it's actually still available for decode, because it doesn't appear to be in my inventory. If it is, I will just do a cut here with me flying back to the station, and it'll come back to where I am. Otherwise we'll go from there. So bear with me for a minute or two and I'll just fly over to the station where the record should be and see if it's just a graphical glitch. Back in a bit. Alright, and we're back. I flew over to the station, and unfortunately I flew right up to where the spikes would have been holding the red blinking light. Nothing happened, so I'm just going to have to assume that by me saving and then reloading, it's somehow balked it all up. But I will be able to splice from the other video that I've made without the in-game audio added in. So you won't hear the voiceover, but you'll still be able to read the lore section from that previous video that I'll splice into this one. So I'll just add that in at the end. So without further ado, this is TAF and this is X4, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.